Lately, we've been talking a lot about the Chinese altcoins that we're gung-ho about, given all the positive news that we've seen recently out of Hong Kong. We've talked about this in several recent videos. If you haven't checked them out, be sure to do so and check out our other altcoin lists that we've included in those videos. But we realize that there's a lot of quality projects out there, especially quality altcoins with individual token prices under $1. A lot of them happen to be discounted right now. That's just the reality of the situation. And in this video, we're looking specifically at projects that we feel could 50x, maybe even 100x at the height of the next crypto bull run. Welcome to the channel, guys. My name is Matty. This is Altcoin Buzz. We are talking about investments here. We're talking about assets, which ones you may want to consider. There's no denying that. And I wish you the best of luck if you do choose to invest. But that being said, I'm not an official financial or investment advisor. And so as you know, this video is not official financial or investment advice. Let's get into a project here that we've been big fans of recently, increasingly so actually. It's one of our favorites here. We have said a lot about AGIX, A-G-I-X. That is the token of SingularityNET. And this is for multiple reasons. We know, first of all, that AI is one of the hottest topics right now in crypto. And if you're interested in AI, then this is a must-have project. It really does represent the convergence or the crossroads of AI, artificial intelligence, and cryptocurrency. SingularityNET wants to build an open source, decentralized, artificial general intelligence. And that's AGI, an acronym that you've probably been hearing a little bit more about recently, what with ChatGPT developments and general developments in the field of artificial intelligence. And SingularityNET is creating a marketplace specifically for AI services. The idea is that developers can leverage this marketplace to further develop and monetize their services. And SingularityNET has a particularly solid structure as a project, so much so, in fact, that whales are starting to notice. A lot of them are paying attention to SingularityNET, Ben Gortzel, the rest of the team, and everything that they're doing. In fact, a well-known whale exchange address recently just added 100 million AGAX tokens. That's worth about $50 million. And so far, more than 15 AI platforms are using SingularityNET, and these platforms represent industries like finance, robotics, biomedicine, media, and even entertainment. And there are a few different reasons specifically why AGIX has the potential to soar in price. I'm talking about the token now. First of all, it has that great structure that I mentioned for AI services, and really AI, kind of along with data right now, is the new gold or the new oil, whatever metaphor you prefer. But this is the holy grail that developers and investors are questing after. And SingularityNET is well positioned to grant anyone access to AI services because it works like Fiverr or maybe Upwork. And so there are bound to be activities in the marketplace that developers are going to use in order to monetize their skills. Another very important reason at number 2 is the fact that SingularityNET has an ultra impressive portfolio of partners. In general, partners reflect the long-term value of a project. They project confidence in that project. And as you can see here, a lot of very high-profile partners and organizations seem to have a lot of confidence and are expressing a lot of faith in SingularityNET and what they're doing. Third big reason, and perhaps most importantly, the project's ecosystem is expanding rapidly, and that is always good for the price of a token. It's going to be good here for AGIX. Speaking of which, it just so happens to be down today. It's trading, AGIX that is, at about 25.5 cents following a bit of a flash crash. The market cap, as you can see, sits at $310 million. The circulating supply is 1.219 billion AGIX out of a max supply of 2 billion tokens. Next up, and at number 2 on our list, representing an even more perennial favorite, arguably, of ours at Altcoin Buzz, we're talking about Polygon, ticker MATIC. It's been around for a long time, actually, and it's one of the most successful Layer 2 solutions. And a lot has taken place, by the way, within Polygon recently that points to even more adoption as we see it. Here's some data which was shared by crypto analyst Ali Martinez, which actually reflects something pretty fascinating. So the number of daily new MATIC addresses on Polygon as of May 22nd stood at 556. And the last time Polygon had this figure for reference was February of 2021. So that's over 2 years ago. Now, the address count defies MATIC's price action. It's been on a consistent uptrend, and this shows how active people are in the Polygon ecosystem. Also, the total number of all addresses on Polygon increased by about 1,800, and this represents a 10.68% increase from the 1,600 or so addresses recorded earlier this year. Glassnode charts show us that the address count has surged by almost 40% since last year. Keep in mind, Polygon also announced optimizations to zk-EVM. This reduces fees by almost 20% and is sure to bring new users to Polygon. And Polygon zk-EVM, by the way, has already gotten $14.26 million in TVL total value locked since its launch in March, just a few months ago, really, which is a very impressive statistic. But not only that, depositors grew by 15% and unique addresses increased by 19.7%. And as usual, Polygon has struck up a new partnership to even further expand its influence. Polygon recently partnered with MasterCard, which is only good news for MATIC and its price. As of this recording, MATIC is trading just above 90 cents. And with all this anticipated adoption and positive partnership news that we're talking about, we could very well see a $1 MATIC very soon. Next up, and at number 3 on our list, is the Graph. Ticker GRT, because when talking about AI and really big data tokens, GRT ranks among the best. And it's not just my opinion, it is what the statistics show us. The Graph protocol has the highest market cap among big data crypto projects. This is according to CoinMarketCap, shown here. And that's well deserved. It's because the Graph uses AI to do what Google does for the internet, essentially, but does it for blockchain. The Graph simply collects and stores data from blockchains like Avalanche and Ethereum, and it does this so users can easily search for and access that data. The Graph uses ledger technology to aggregate data, and this happens without the involvement of any third parties, and it leverages AI to organize that data into smaller subgraphs for effective querying. And you could think of these subgraphs as open APIs. They have information on how data is indexed on the blockchain. And the Graph has huge potential, therefore, to get to $1 because it's already being used by several projects, including Decentraland, Balancer, Aave, Uniswap. And the Graph solves one of the longest problems in the crypto world, data querying. And that alone makes it very valuable. GRT has also performed pretty impressively in the past, and this sets a precedent for what to expect under better conditions. Ultimately, right now, the market is not under terrific conditions, but given the chance, GRT has a lot of room to grow. The Graph is also very liquid and accessible. It's listed on almost all the top crypto exchanges, and it offers you the potential to earn money from staking. GRT's resilience and value really are two of the best reasons to consider adding it to your portfolio. And as of this recording, the Graph trades at just over 13 cents with a $1.175 billion market cap. Finally, last but not least, and here's a project that a lot of people were saying should have been on our top 4 Chinese altcoins list. And there's an argument for that, certainly. It's one of my favorites personally. VeChain, VET. So getting back to that context of China and Hong Kong, really, they're getting back into the crypto game. And they're doing it officially. They're doing it at the high level of government. And lots of tokens are riding on the Chinese narrative. Institutions are also taking part, of course. And therefore, in our opinion, now is the best time to invest in one of these China-driven tokens. And when it comes to tokens under $1, VeChain, ticker VET, is a good bet. Not just because it's under $1, not just because it's Chinese, but for a lot of solid fundamental reasons. We're longtime fans of this one and everything they're doing in the blockchain and logistics space. For example, VeChain plans to make inventory tracking easier, and it uses blockchain tech to solve issues with supply chain management. Blockchain is solving real-world problems, and therefore this is providing a practical solution to real issues. That's always something that we look for in a quality project. And therefore, investing in tokens with good use cases is ideal for the long term. And VeChain has that kind of long-term value as we see it. And as of this video, it's trading just below 2 cents with a market cap of $1.442 billion.